motherfucking money, nigga, believe that. Gotta make this money, man. Gotta make this money, bump my elbow anywhere till I die. Big money, this money, man. Gotta make this money, bump my elbow anywhere.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Wrestling Rants. Oh, excuse me, a little indigestion this morning. Hey everybody, welcome back to Wrestling Rants and Reviews. As always, I'm your host, Big Mike. This is episode 82. And yet, it's another question and answer video. There's 3 questions here that I see on my channel through my moderator. Haven't really checked it lately, and here I am. So sorry if I'm a little late to those who sent me in questions. I only have 3, which is fine, because I only like to answer about 3, maybe 4 at a time anyways, because I like to ramble, and as I'm doing right now, I'm just going on and on about nothing, and then my 15 minutes will be up like that. So, for all of you that haven't sent me in questions, that's cool, but I suggest you do. I like doing this. I did it at first just so I can get out of my funk, so to speak, so I can get some fresh ideas going, and I got some ideas, but I really enjoy this question and answers. It connects me with one of the, with the fans and whatnot. So I really enjoy it. Plus, we can get down to some nitty-gritty, hard-hitting questions, if you want to be answered. So just hit my channel up, go to my mod, send me a question. Like I said, it doesn't have to be wrestling. I prefer it to be wrestling since this is a wrestling channel. However, you can ask me about sports, you can ask me about everyday life, just don't get too personal, and I'll do my best to answer your questions. But first of all, I'm going to move over and answer the 3 questions that I have here on my mod. So the first one is from TNA Movement. When will everyone stop casting their stupid predictions about TNA going out of business, as it's been said since their humble beginnings in 2002? Do you feel the same way? Now, what do I feel the same way about? Their stupid predictions? Or when everybody else... I know what you mean, I guess. When will everybody stop? I don't think anybody will ever stop until TNA can prove themselves to be legitimate. And I think they're legitimate. I'm sure you do, because you're in the TNA movement. But until they can stop going 50 directions in one week, then I think people will start to slow down and realize they're here to stay, and they're not going to shoot themselves in the foot. What I mean by that, like the swaps of face to heel every week. This guy face and this guy heel. TNA just needs better direction and stop shooting themselves in the foot with like 90-second matches or 30-second matches for no reason, like the Mickie James, Madison Rayne. They knew Mickie was hurt going into it. They could have done something different. Same with Jeff Hardy Sting. They definitely could have started a different angle there. People going from face back and forth. Like Nash and Booker. They expected Nash and Booker to be back. Didn't happen. So then they had to split Immortal up. Now from Fortune and Fortune from Immortal. Just little things like that. Just minor direction changes need to be solidified. And then people will realize that TNA... aren't jokes. TNA is not a joke. It's here. It's been here 9 years. I don't think they've improved. I think they've gotten worse because they're trying to be WWE Junior. And I spoke this numerous times on my channel, but if they weren't trying to be WWE or WWE Junior, and they were what they were in 2005, 2004, even 2006, they would be more of a legitimate contender to be a number 2, because they were the alternative. People watched TNA because they were the alternative. They didn't have all the crazy storylines. They weren't at all compared to WWE because they were different. They were easier to be compared to ROH then, in a way, more so than WWE. And that's what set them apart. But apparently that doesn't pay the bills. That's not what Dixie Carter wants. That's not what Jeff Jarrett wants or whoever. they feel they have to compete like WCW did with Raw. Now, my feeling with that is not enough people that watch Raw. Let's say Raw or Raw, whatever I said. Monday Night Raw, you got, say, 16,000 people, 12,000 people in the venue, okay? I bet you only 2,000 out of those 16 or 10,000, 12,000 people know what TNA is. If you talk to everybody else and say, hey, do you know beer money? They'll have no clue. So what they got to do is fucking market better as well. So, I don't know. So back to the question, when will everyone stop casting their stupid predictions about TNA going out of business? I don't think they ever will. I think they'll go on and on and on until TNA can prove themselves a lot better. And stick in one direction and just get better known. Yeah, be more marketed. So I hope that answers your question. I know I kind of went there and I kind of went there, but, it is what it is. So hopefully I answered your question, their TNA movement. And Josie Wales, I think I said to you in an inbox, I didn't get to see your message, but I do see it. It's right here. So Josie Wales 01977 sends me some of my favorite moments and or matches from the early years of Saturday Night's Main Event. A couple of his favorites are the Mega Powers exploding, Savage against the Honky Tonk Man, and the British Bulldogs against the Hart Foundation. Well, I'm going to have to say I agree with the Mega Powers exploding as it was a huge moment and very memorable because, well, it's the Mega Powers exploding. Two of the biggest names at the time who were once against each other, then they became allies, and now they're, exploding once again. I remember Zeus, after No Holds Barred, being led down to the ring by Slick to take out Hulk Hogan. That was great. I remember when Ted DiBiase had the twin Earl Hebner. There was Dave and Earl Hebner. They, had them, swapped out. Bought the belt, basically, for Andre the Giant. That was some good stuff, too. I miss Saturday Night's Main Event. It kind of reminded me of Clash of the Champions for WCW. Even though they had their pay-per-views. Saturday Night's Main Events back when they only had the big 4 pay-per-views. So when you got a Saturday Night's Main Event, you knew it was going to be something big because, I don't know, you just had that feeling. It was awesome. I loved the opening. I like the opening promos and stuff like that. They were great. I miss Saturday Night's Main Event. But some of the ones that stick in my mind is, like I said, Zeus versus Hogan. The referee swerve with Ted DiBiase giving Andre the Giant the belt. The Mega Powers exploding. Those were some of my favorite moments, and I have to say that they're my favorite because they're the ones that I remember. I can't say I don't remember everything else because I remember Demolition. Remember the Ultimate Warrior. But those things that I just mentioned and that you mentioned made huge impacts on me and on Saturday Night's Main Event. So hopefully that definitely helps you out there, Josie Wales 01977. And moving on to the third and final question from Edward the Great 910 from Texas. Right on from Texas. Great, good. Who's my favorite ROH wrestler? Oh, I got a few. I really like Eddie Edwards. I really like Rat Titus. I think he's good. I'm a huge Elgin mark, just because that guy is phenomenal. I've seen Elgin not from the beginning of his career. I can't say that, but since at least 2006. And he has gotten better and better and better, and he definitely deserves his shot. He deserves where he needs to be. Because he's awesome. I hate to steal it from AJ Styles, which I'm supporting, but he's phenomenal. He's on this DVD right here, actually. Great match. Christopher Daniels from World's Greatest in Dayton, Ohio, going back to February 25th of this year. Awesome match. He had an awesome match with him at ROH Take Center Stage in Atlanta. He's had a couple great matches with Generico so far. Saturday, he was in that fucking double down KFC match or whatever the fuck it was, where you needed 2 victories. Performed awesome in that too. Who else? I really like Cole Cabana because he adds, even though he's funny and he has that weird unorthodox type wrestling style, it's great. It's funny and it's unique. Who else? Just looking at here, who else do I like? I can't say I don't like anybody. I think everybody's great in ROH. Everybody's pretty solid. Davey Richards, how the fuck can you go wrong with that guy? You know, that guy is wrestling. As much as I like Eddie Edwards, I think the strap should go on Davey Richards. Just because since Nigel's gone and since Brian's gone, I think he's the one who can take that spot and run with it. Because right now I think Davey Richards is the best in the world, and he'll get your fucking head kicked in from him. You know, but everybody adds everything. Like Daniels is awesome, Generico is awesome. Carino. I don't know. Everybody's good. Kevin Steen, when he was there, he was fucking amazing. I don't know. The list can go on and on, but my favorites, I'm going to say Rhett Titus, Davey Richards, and Michael Elgin. I'm going to have to say those are my 3 favorites. So yeah, I love the Kings of Wrestling, Chris Hero and Claudio. They're like one of my favorite tag teams. But yeah, like I said, the list can go on and on and on and on. So thank you for that question there, Edward the Great 910, Josie Wales 01977, and TNA Movement. Thank you for all your questions. Please send them in to my channel. Go to the moderator, check it out, drop me a question. Your names, I'll leave a link to your guys' channels in the description. So let that be some incentive for all you guys that haven't sent in questions yet. Cheap plugs are cheap plugs. Send in a question, get your name out there. Some of you may need it, some of you may not, some of you may not care. Whatever's clever. Just send me some questions. I enjoy doing it. I do have some of my own ideas coming out. Maybe later today I'll have a new video. But for now, this is Big Mike for Wrestling Rants and Reviews. And we'll see you on the flip side.